all of them. But let's talk about the game of last night, the championship playoffs. Everyone refers to it as the most expensive, or rather most lucrative, the biggest prize money you can think of in the world.
Just one game, about 160 million GBP going down. And sometimes I sit back and try to fathom the idea behind it. Okay, the winner of the league, after the entire format, didn't even get as much as the third, fourth, fifth, sixth place, jostling
so
for.
Much money.
I think it's an idea that is beautiful on its own.
Yeah, so I mean, for teams coming from the championships the championship like that, I mean, Brentford, if they had made it, would have, perhaps 160 million pounds thereabout.
Yeah.
That's how much they would have stood to win in the next
about 76 billion naira
in the next few years.
Yeah.
And same thing for Fulham as well, to 135 million pounds. That's what they're going to get in the next 3 years for coming into the Premier League. The Premier League is a big time.
It is split across 3 seasons.
So that's why teams always want, when you go to the Championship, you always want to come back to the Premier League as soon as possible. It takes some time. It takes forever. Other times, like Fulham, we're going to talk about them. They're back straight away after going down.
Yes, I think you can go to when Juve were relegated because of the whole match fixing issue. And they had, their top stars, staying with them. The only way you can go down to that, I call it dungeon because it's tough, and come back as quick is when you have, players sticking by, or you get to manage to get experienced players. And yesterday, I think the only difference, Brentford and Fulham, were the experience that Fulham had. Let's not go to the manager who is vastly experienced when it comes to, playing at the top flight. Then you had the likes of Knockout, you had the likes of Mitrovic, Norma, who had played for Tottenham. I think that helped. You saw how they managed the game, even when they weren't having the ball. The bulk of the game was with Brentford. They played fantastic football. But it was up to maybe 70-something minutes before they had a clear chance on goal. So they were well managed with all of it. It was
because they're good.
And that is what your experience brings.
A lot is at stake.
You know when you're the one who's got the upper hand when it comes to attacking. You know where you stand and how to manage your stance. And that was what Fulham did. They managed Brentford so well. And before you could know, it was even, I think, top luck that Brentford took that game to extra time. Because I think Norma should have, put the game to bed at regular time in 90 minutes. But it didn't happen. Extra time came. And the goalkeeper, who looked like, the best goalkeeper on the night, had a terrible hauler, miscalculated. But I'm saying some things give way when some things happen.
Okay, a night to remember for Scott Parker,
always, seriously.
A night to remember for him, and also for Joe Bryan.
A man who knows the top flight so well. But Cecilia, we're here last week, and we were talking about Watford. And you mentioned your wish that I wish they go down, which so many people felt that way. I hope Fulham won't take out Scott Parker after promoting. Teams do it when they get to that top flight. They feel maybe your experience or your tactics is not good enough for the top flight, and then they change. I think Scott Parker came, stabilized the ship, and did well.